Hi, welcome back to my channel, Making It Make Sense. Thanks for joining if this is your first time, and thanks for returning if you're a regular. The only thing I ask is that if you find my videos helpful, is that you go ahead and subscribe, and that you just like comment and tell me what tips have been helpful and useful for you, or even if you have to like add some tips if you can add, or something that I left out of a video, you can like also add them to the comments because I'm still learning too. I'm like all new to this. I don't consider myself a prepper and say I'm a prepper, but I guess that's what the term is called for you preparing and like getting stocked up and whatever, just for emergencies and for the future. Because there's like right now in particular, there's a lot of stuff going on as far as like health wise, with them saying all kind of different viruses and diseases and stuff. And then on top of that, it is like cold and flu season. And I've been hearing there's like a uprise in the number of the C-19 again. So it's just like you never know. And then plus on top of that, it's like the election and everybody's predicting like different stuff as far as that's going to be happening. And so it's just like a lot going on, just period right now. But I did just want to take a few minutes to just talk about this coconut oil because I was watching another YouTuber this morning, and I watch her on a regular basis. And for the most time, sorry, it's like a lot of coconut on the outside of my bottle because I think the other day when I closed it, I didn't close it all the way, and it was just like laying like this on the ground. So I think when I picked it up, I don't think it was closed necessarily all the way tight, and just some of the oil just got outside of the thing. So it was like really greasy, oily. But I was watching a lady. I watch her a lot too. She has like a lot of great tips and things as far as natural remedies like herbs and things. And she let's see. She wait, no, you gotta wait. This morning she was talking about like some lip balm or whatever. Her channel's called This Is Me, Mary C. And she reminded me that there is another. I did one video. I didn't do like all the uses that I use this for, but I did one on like most things that I use it for. And she was talking about like lip balm and making a. Actually, she was on the topic of making like a DIY, do it your own self uh neosporin using coconut oil. I think she's ready for a nap. So she's trying to avoid a nap time. But she was talking about natural way to make Neosporin, and she was mentioning like coconut. Well, she didn't mention coconut oil. It was one of the ingredients, but it made me think about the fact that once I had like I think it was on my face or something. I don't remember. I had a cut somewhere, like a small, like paper sized cut. It wasn't like a big deep wound or anything. You okay? Okay. Uh, and she reminded me that this is something that is easy for. I haven't used it, like I said, for like a major cut or something, but I did notice that, like I say, I do normally use this on a regular basis. I usually use it on a daily basis, but sometimes when I'm really busy, I don't use it. But just like lotion, I use it for like instead of lotion because I'm trying to be like not have so many chemicals or whatever. But either I'll put this like in my bath water or after I get out the tub, I just apply it as lotion. And she just reminded me that like once I did use coconut oil, I had, like I said, a small scratch. And I had noticed that I used this. It wasn't intentional. I just happened to discover that it was a good thing to use. And I just noticed that like my scratch, because I usually when I do have a scratch or scrape, I usually do use Neosporin. And this particular day, I think I was just tired and I was like, oh well, I'll just do it, in the morning or whatever. And I was already using this like lotion and whatever, and I just went ahead and like applied it to the area. And then like the next day when I woke up or something, I noticed that that cut was like closing up. And I was like, what? So I was kind of like shocked and surprised. And I was like, I didn't really use anything but coconut oil. And I was like, well, I guess that helped. So like the next time when I had a cut, also I couldn't that time I couldn't find my Neosporin because I had used it and I didn't put it back where I got it from. And so I had used this and I was like, well, I remember last time this like helped. So I tried it. Because even if you use this in the meantime, like you don't have Neosporin and you want to go to the store, you can just like use this in the meantime till you can get it. So it does help. Like it helped me in particular, like my scar or scratch, like start healing faster. So I mean, I imagine that it would also be good for just like a deep cut wound or whatever. If you were to like use it and just like cover it, I could imagine that it would also help. But on top of that, like I had already been using this for like quite a couple of years now. And I also noticed like while I was pregnant and after I was pregnant, for me it did seem to like help reduce the appearance of like my stretch marks. So I noticed when I was using it like every day, that it did help. And then when I stopped using it, I noticed start to notice it's more visible. And I think that is because they do have like a lot of nutrients in coconut oil. I can't think of like the vitamins that they're supposed to contain, but they do contain like a lot of vitamins and neutral, like I say, because it is natural. And then on top of this, or it's supposed to be like organic, cold, cold pressed, and unrefined. So this is like the best kind to get the organic, unrefined cold press. It's like the best that you can use, and you can use this for just like cooking and personal use. So, so yeah, I mean, it's a natural thing that is good for like many uses. Just like I was saying, because I try to buy this on the regular. Like I don't know, I just bought this like maybe 2 months ago, probably 2 months ago, and I use it on a regular basis, except for when I'm too tired to apply this lotion. But like I pretty much use it, so I like to buy the big jars, and then even when I have these, I still try like to buy the small containers just for like backup, so like I already have some. Or sometimes if you don't use it like as much as me, you can buy like the smaller containers and then buy like one of these and just refill the small ones and put this up. But I like to do this because I use it every day. So I like to get the bigger ones because it really does me no good to fill up the small ones because by the time I use it, like I said, I use it daily for skincare. So it really does do me good to fill the smaller ones. So the smaller ones I usually keep it used for like cooking because I usually don't use it that much for cooking. I use it sometimes or like if I run out or if I'm just too lazy to get the cooking oil and that's like closer to me, I'll just use coconut oil. But for some items, some cooking stuff, I don't necessarily want to use. I don't want the coconut oil taste, which it doesn't really have like a light. I mean, it doesn't have a heavy taste. It's like a light taste, but it is good to use for like chicken and fish, and that's about all that I used to cook it with. So, like for eggs, necessarily, I wouldn't use coconut oil to cook my eggs. So that's why I don't keep it to use for cooking. But I have used it in, uh, like for making baking cakes because I ran out of cooking oil. I did use that in substitute. So, I think in that recipe it was like a red velvet cake. So I mean you can use it for cooking and both personal use. Erica, come on now. But that's like a good item that I do like to use because it has like more than one use for me. And but I think that's it for this video. Oh, and I did get the recipe for the Neosporin, and I'm definitely there's like a lot of items, so I probably won't get around to trying to make it anytime soon. But hopefully in the future, in the next couple of months, I will be able to try that recipe. Some of the items I already usually have on a regular basis, but some of them I'll probably have to like try to figure out how to get them to make it. But like I said, even just using it by itself is, good enough for me. But I'm gonna try it, make it, and see, what's the difference. Because I do like Neosporin, and of course I've heard that it's not good along with just like Cormix as well. Because she was discussing like she make her own lip balm, and she was just discussing the fact that if she like us, her viewers, if we'd like her to share more recipes and stuff, that she could, do it in the future. So I mean, I do like enjoy doing this stuff because I like to start trying to do my own stuff instead of just like, sometimes you can't get to the store or you don't have the money to you know, you need something and you might not just want to go to the store, for instance, just for lotion or Neosporin. But like I said, in that case, you need Neosporin, you could just like use this, or if you already have all the items to make it, you can just go ahead and make it, like, or you can make it ahead of time. Because her recipe, she was saying, I think she said she found it from another YouTuber, but she was saying you can store it up to like 6 months, and this recipe makes like 6 ounces. I mean, 8 ounces, and you can keep it stored at room temperature for up to a month. So, I mean, you probably just have to make it like depends on how much you would use it, every like, you probably can make it twice a year or 3 times a year, depending on if you're just making it for yourself and your household or for you and someone else. But like if I made it, I probably would make it and then I probably would wait another like 3 to 6 months to make it again. Cause like I said, I'm okay with just using just this. But uh I do like, to try different things, uh and just like try different home remedies. I'm like just like a person with just natural remedies. So I'm trying to learn how to do more things because even in the future after certain things might be happening and it's just like good information to have because I guess it would be good to do it because like coconut oil it does go back and forth between the liquid and the solid depending on the temperature, so that also would be good if it stays the same consistency like Neosporin. I don't know if it's like a balm or gel, that recipe. I don't know what it if it forms like a solid or what. I'm assuming it's the solid because she said room temperature, so I'm thinking it might either it's like a gel or a I don't think it's a gel. It's probably more of like a balm. But she didn't like show it or it wasn't a video. She was making another video and she was just talking about it. So I'm gonna try it because that would be a good thing as far as like storage because like I say, coconut oil does in the regular form, it does go back between, the liquid form and solid form. Like right now, you can see it's kind of liquidy and it's kind of, because I think like here it might be 80 degrees. It's not hot, it's humid, but like right now it's cloudy outside. So it may be like the high 70s, low 80s. Well, my computer right now is reading 85, mostly sunny. So that's probably why it's not quite like a hard solid. It's kind of like liquidy. And because I don't have my air on right now, I just have my ceiling fans. So it's like a lot of humidity in the air. So it's not quite a solid, but it's not like quite a liquid either. It's kind of like a slushy in between liquid and solid form right now. But that's it for my video. I just wanted to hop on real fast and just share another useful tip that coconut oil could be used for that I thought about while she was doing that video, and that it could also be used to make your own meals for it. So, like I said, when I have time, I will go ahead and try it out and see how I like it. Because, like I say, later on, just as far as me being able to make it myself, because you might, want to make some and sell it. Because some people, they might just not have the time, or they just might not just feel like it, or they may just not be a DIYer. They might not enjoy doing that kind of stuff that I do. I do enjoy learning natural remedies and doing. I do feel like an accomplishment, some sort of accomplishment from being able to do things myself and make, and just like remedies wise, and be able to take care of my own health without have to relying on a lot of chemicals and the, you know, pharmaceuticals myself. So like I enjoy and I love finding new tips and ideas, recipes, and ways to use different natural things that for, you know, most people wouldn't like normally think to use it for. So, but that's it for this video. And I did want to add to, along with some of the other things that are included in the recipe, I do want to start keeping on because there's like 2 or 3 dried herbs. I know there's like lavender and she's saying lavender, rosebud, and I can't remember how you say the other word. Can I don't remember how to say it, but I know the other one, I know what it is. But I do myself want to start keeping and storing dried herbs. And she did also use some essential oils, which I have already been using, but I don't like store and stock the essential oils. But I'll probably start, I want to be able to start doing that. So just, sorry, I just got alerts on my phone, so I'm trying to make sure it's not nothing weather related. I was just trying to make sure it wasn't anything weather related or anything urgent, and it's not. So that's good. But yeah, me myself, I would love to in the future start having a stockpile of just like essential oils and dried herbs and things. And also if I'm able to start growing my own herbs like year round or certain times of the year, I want to start doing that too. So like I have been on and off just like gardening and trying to learn how to grow my own plants just as far as just medicinal purposes and mostly just like for eating. Because in the future, I would like to be able to do like small stuff, just like lettuce and spinach, tomatoes, and just like herbs that I could keep at home, like rosemary, the mints, uh, sage, and things like that. I would love to learn how to do that so I don't necessarily have to go to the store, green onions, and garlic. Like, because I mean, that also would help you save money, which makes sense to do it yourself at home when all you have to do is go in your backyard or on your patio or on your deck or in your kitchen or your living room or your little, even if you have just your own little room set up with plants, uh, that would just be just like ideal for me. And that's what I want. So hopefully, as I'm able to grow my channel and as well as learn more things that I'll be able to like share what I have been doing and my knowledge with everyone on here. And that's like my ultimate goal in the future. But in the meantime, is just to share what I have already been learning and what I know and what I'll continue to learn and find out and just share it here with other people that are interested in the same things. And then just like hopefully we can just all like help each other because I feel like all this information in the future will definitely be needed and appreciated. So the more people that know how to do it, just like the better off we'll all be. But that's it for this video, and I'll see you soon.